Hi guys! Today I have a makeup look for you, one of my everyday looks that I wear to work and things. As I've been using a lot of high-end products recently, I thought it'd be nice to do a look just with budget brands and things you can get from like drugstores like Boots and Superdrug. So as you can see, I have no makeup on at the minute and I'm looking incredibly pale, so let's just get started. The first thing I do is I put on a primer. My everyday primer at the minute is the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base. This is actually the second tube I bought of this, and it does take quite a lot for me to repurchase something like a primer. Yep, so I'm just going to put on a little bit of this L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base. Next up, I put on a little bit of concealer. I'll put that underneath my eyes and anywhere that I've got a few blemishes, which at the moment is mostly on my cheeks. I'm sure you're all familiar with this one, but I use the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. And I use this in the palest shade, which is Fair. And I'll be using the Real Techniques, I think this was the buffing brush, I'm not too sure. The foundation I'll be using for this look will be the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation, which is actually quite dusty because I haven't used this for like ages. And that's in the shade, I think this is Light Porcelain. I'm not that keen on the consistency of this. I do find that this is, it feels quite thick. And again, I am using my Real Techniques buffing brush to blend that in. Okay, so that's all for my base. Onto eyebrows, and I recently discovered the Collection Eyebrow Definer. I think this was about, it can't have been more than £3, and it is absolutely amazing. It is so good. I mean, for the price, for me, it's just perfect. I don't like anything too dark, so I would normally go for like this one's in the shade Blonde, and it's just wonderful. Onto eyeshadow. I actually got this as a free gift with an order that I made from Makeup Revolution, and I've actually used this a lot more than the stuff I actually ordered. And this is the I Heart Makeup range, and this is the Go to Heaven palette. So the shade I'll be using is this one, and then a little bit of that one in the crease. I don't think they have like shade names. I'm just going to use the brush I got from my Naked 3 palette because it's quite soft. I was really surprised at how pigmented these are, because I'm not sure how much this palette is, but it's really not expensive. And the quality of them is like absolutely amazing for the price. I'm just going to use the other end of my Urban Decay brush just to put a little bit of the darker colour just along the crease. I bought this little brush the other day from Revlon. I can't remember what it's called. Not so sure it had a name, but it's like this little double-ended brush, and it's got a little fluffy brush the one end and then like a slanted eyeliner brush the other end. I'm just going to use the little fluffy brush just to blend a bit of that bronzy colour underneath my eyes. And pull a few silly faces as I do it. For my eyeliner, I'm using the L'Oreal Gel Intensa eyeliner, which I think might have been discontinued now. This was my like holy grail eyeliner for the past probably 4 or 5 years. I absolutely love this eyeliner, so I was quite sad that they discontinued it. Now I'm going to use this slanted brush, which I haven't actually used before because I normally just use the brush that comes with the eyeliner, and I seem to have lost that somewhere. So I'm going to give this a go, see how it goes. Right, so I've finished my eyeliner, so now it's time for mascara. And the one I've really been loving at the moment is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I know there's been quite a lot of hype around this mascara, and I can say it is well deserved because it is amazing. Just going to put a couple of coats of that on. Right, now that I've finished my mascara and my eyeliner, I'm just going to take this Makeup Revolution E102 brush, which is this little slanted, like, contoury brush, just to blend out some of my eyeshadow a bit, just to make sure it looks quite soft. Okay, and that's my eyes all finished. I've been really liking this gold look at the minute. I just bought a MAC eyeshadow in the shade Amber Lights, which I'm absolutely loving right now. But I do think this is it's quite similar, but for like a fraction of the price, so I do really like this colour as well. Now, I didn't actually think I had like a drugstore blusher. I had a good route for my collection, and I found the I Heart Makeup Definition Palette, which has just 3 shades as a highlighter, a blusher and a bronzer, which I don't really use because it's quite dark for my skin, but the blush is quite a nice colour. It's kind of darker than I would normally go for. I mean, my go-to one is Benefit's Rockature, which I absolutely love, and I think that nice rose gold shade really suits my skin. But if I'm in a hurry, this would be fine as well. I can't remember, this is in Fair, which obviously is ideal for me. And I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush for that. Makeup Revolution Radiant Light highlighting powder, which I've been wanting for a little while. I think this was about £2 or £3, I don't know, it wasn't expensive. And this is in the shade Exhale, which is this nice, just a nice, like, kind of a peachy goldy highlighter. And I'm using a contour brush from Real Techniques just to add a little bit of that to my cheekbones, and just anywhere that the light would naturally hit. After I've done all that, I just like to put on a bit of powder just to settle my makeup, and the one that I've been using for years, which I absolutely love, is the Collection Sheer Loose Powder. This one is Barely There, number 1, which is perfect. Doesn't really have much pigment, if any, and it just sets my makeup nice and just keeps it looking fresh all day. I'll be applying that with a H&M brush, which I bought on a whim in the sale because the handle's kind of rose gold, and I just thought that was quite pretty. It's not the best brush in the world, and I have ordered a few new brushes from Zoeva, including a nice powder brush, because I just bought the Laura Mercier powder, which is amazing, and I feel a bit like this isn't really doing it justice. It's kind of, I mean, I haven't had it that long and it is looking bedraggled, so, but today it's fine. Now that my makeup's all done, I'm just going to finish that off with a little bit of lipstick. I have been wearing a nude recently that I quite like from Topshop. I think it was called Devotion. That's a nice shade, but today kind of feeling bright pink. And this one I've worn a lot recently is a Maybelline. This is one of the Colour Pop ones, I think. Oh, the Colour Sensational, sorry. And this is 906 Hot Plum, which doesn't really describe the colour at all in my opinion. Like, I was kind of expecting like more of a berry colour, but this is just a really bright pink, and I have kind of used that to death, but it is lovely. I really like the formula of these. I find that they're quite moisturising, and they really last, like, they go on kind of shiny, and then they kind of, after a while, they kind of dry to like a stain almost. So I don't really feel the need to reapply this an awful lot, which is good. And there we have it. That's an everyday makeup look, and then all these products you can get in like Boots or Superdrug, and they're quite cheap. I don't think anything was over £10 apart from maybe the foundation. I can't really remember how much that was, but yeah. I will be doing another video featuring a similar look but using my high-end products, which I have to say I have been kind of gravitating more towards high-end products recently. I don't know why. I guess I've just bought a lot of new things, and I tend to use things that are new and then other things get left aside. But I have to say, like, having done this look today, I really do think I should be using some of these products more, because I mean, especially the eyeshadow, I think for the price it's just amazing, and this one does really last. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to subscribe and give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you again very soon, hopefully. Bye!